Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to do another alternate card using elements from the February 2023 Paper Pumpkin kit called Sunshine and Smiles. So in this one, really the only elements I'm using is the front of one of the cards, and I've cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4 so I can put it on a standard card base. And I use the greeting, wishing you sunshine and smiles, from the kit, and I've cut it out with one of the stitched rectangle dies, and I have a couple of die cuts from the Awash in Beauty set. So I'm also going to take a piece of 5 by 3 1/2 basic white. I'm going to run it through the Time Worn Type folder so that I have a little bit of texture in my background. So I'm just going to run that through first. And always with our folders, we put the hinged edge through first so that we don't distort or crack or split the hinge on the folder itself. Okay, so let's put that out of the way. Move this around. So what I need to do is I need to mount this on the basic white background or card, and then I need to pop this over top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat mount this piece here right on my basic white card base. So make sure I've got this the right way up. Yes, I do now. And so this is cut small enough that it won't show on the outside edge here, but big enough that it doesn't show in the oval. And that's why I cut it 5 by 3 1/2. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to pop this over here. It might be easier to see against the white background there against the red. So I'm just going to pop dimensionals on here. And this card is going to use a lot of dimensionals, but it's going to be really cute when it's finished. I haven't actually built this card. I'm kind of building it on the fly with you on the video, just wanting to kind of use the creative process here. So I kind of plan things out, and sometimes I get halfway through and I think, oh, I could do that differently. Or I get to the end and I think, oh, it would be better with. But that's just the creative process and how it goes. So I'm just going to line this up as best I can without sticking it down so that I can have that. So you can see it's dimensionalized up from the card itself. So then I want to take my greeting, and I've stamped it purposefully, and I cut it so that this is on this side. There's a little bit of a gap here, and that's where the stem is going to go. I am going to flat mount this one because we've already dimensionalized the frame here. So I just put adhesive on each edge so that it doesn't stick itself down to the background. This one, I'm going to pop over here like this so that the flower, just make sure I've got it the right way up, there we go, can sit like this really in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimensionalize this first and place it down so that I know where I want it to be, and then I'll put the stem in afterwards. So I know I want this here. So I'm going to pop that down. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a dimensional on each of the leaves. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive just on the edge of that stem. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide that in. I'm going to have that one come over just a little bit, and then we'll pop that down like that. So there we've got our card. And what I did is I took some of the classic matte dots and I colored them in. I used Flirty Flamingo and I used Polished Pink. Because this is in the Polished Pink, the Flirty Flamingo, say that 3 times fast, is not quite the right color. On the video, it's probably really hard to tell the difference. This is more peachy, and then the Polished Pink is the more solid pink. So I'm just going to pop these in kind of randomly. You can do more dots if you want. I'm going to pop one here as well, just to bring everything together. And that is an alternate card using elements from the February 2023 Paper Pumpkin Kit. You can use it as a Mother's Day card or a birthday card. Wishing you sunshine and smiles is a really generic kind of greeting, so you can make this card for whatever you like. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more alternate ideas.